Good morning, bunnies.
This is Jack's favorite spot, right in the corner where he feels nice and safe. You wanna play? Nope, he's gonna sleep.
I don't know why I said morning because it's not morning. It's actually like 5:15 in the afternoon, but I'm making my meal prep for prep, obviously. Well, meal prep, what am I saying? Anyways, I'm gonna sit down for a moment because I'm tired, but I am going to meal prep. I have about an hour and 45 minutes before I have my Zoom call with my 8-week challenge group, and just want to give a little update with prep. I got back from Vegas on Saturday afternoon, so I went there Thursday morning and left Saturday at noon, and then with the time change, it was like 5 p.m. when we got back. And it actually went surprisingly well. Like, I ate really well, and then I also helped my mom eat well. So we had like a chicken sandwich, and I took half the bun off with no sauce at Burger Lounge. We stayed at Aria in Vegas. And then that night we also had pizza, which is like the only thing that I really went out and splurged on because I just did. And we walked 20,000 steps each day, which was like insane. And I also worked out every day when I was there, except for Saturday on travel day, because I was so exhausted. I stayed in bed long. We ended up, my mom got up super early and started down at the casino and did slots. So I slept in, we got breakfast, and then packed and head to the airport early. So there was that, and like we went and saw Le Rêve, the Dream, Cirque du Soleil show. Like, there's all this fun stuff I did, and it was just a blast. So if you have me on Instagram, you can see my post that I made for Vegas. I didn't post everything there, but if you want to ask, excuse me, and if you want to see some photos, I will definitely share with you. But I did post some stuff on my Insta story, and also like a normal post. I ended up dropping weight when I got back, so I knew that I felt pretty lean and I felt good. Like, I was logging my food, but of course when you eat out, you're not really too sure the servings that people put in the food. So I tracked my food, and I made room for like a glass of wine each day on Thursday and Friday. And I figured, well, if I calculate my calories, I'd rather have that than overeating my food. So when I got back, I actually dropped weight, and it was consistent the last 2 days. So I weighed myself Sunday morning, and then today's Monday. So I've dropped a total of 2.8 pounds, which is a whole pound down from last week, which makes me happy because I'm a little bit ahead, not ahead now, but actually on track. And my birthday is in 2 weeks, so I know we're gonna be going to Fredericksburg at the wineries, and I'll be having some wine, but I will be bringing my meal prep. So I'm gonna be smart with my food, make some room for my wine and all that. So I wanted to share my process with meal prep, and I'm not gonna be filming the whole meal prep because it's just a lot of work, especially trying to get that in the hour and a half that I have. So what I typically do, which I know this is really tiny to see, but I bought groceries earlier, and then I like to go through here and like make a game plan. So one meal is going to be tilapia, black beans, and rice. And then once I cook it and weigh everything out, I'll put the serving size here next to it so I don't forget. And then I have rotisserie chicken already pulled apart, so I'm gonna have that with my hibachi rice. I'll throw some egg whites and soy sauce. So once I get those servings in there, which is typically the same because I did this the other week, so I kind of know like how much to put of what, but I always wait because I don't want to put too much egg white where it just gets kind of weird. And I'm trying to focus mostly on like high protein meals and moderate carbs. So around my workouts, I can have, throw in some more fruits and more other things as well. But at least I'm having my main meals. And then this one is, what did I write on here? Oh, I bought these like lean turkey meatballs at the store. They're frozen, which I typically, like I said before, try and stay away from too many processed foods. And I feel like I'm not 100% sure how the labels are, with accuracy. But the meatballs are pretty decent fat, and I'm always short on fat. So this meal is one of those meals that's like going to help me get my fats in. And it's not too heavily fat and carbs, but I'll place this meal around my workout as well. So I have a little bit of avocado oil, and then pasta. I had a protein pasta. Then I have meatballs. So luckily, like, the meatballs are lean, so they don't have a crap ton of fat, but the protein is not super, super high. So the protein pasta will kind of offset it and give it enough protein for that meal. I try and keep my meals about 30 grams or more of protein. And then I have this pesto, like, herb sauce stuff. and then some Parmesan cheese. Also, once I have all those meals in and I have it done, I wrote down all the serving sizes. I'll then log it in my FitnessPal. I'm also using the First Form My Transformation Starts Today app, but since it doesn't track fiber or sugar yet, I'm waiting till they get that on there to start more accurately logging. But what I have been doing so far, which is double work, is I've been most days double logging. So I do my FitnessPal and I also do that app. And the macros and calories are pretty close. So if you're using it consistently, it's letting me know that like the accuracy of that log is pretty close, especially for me using an app that I've been so used to for literally like 8 years or 9 years now. So that is there. If you ever have questions with that My Transformation app, it's amazing because it also has workouts, you can track progress, and I have an advisor, but I'm also an advisor in the app. So I'm able to see all my client progress. I can chat in the app with the premium option. There's live videos, and I can track my weight and measurements. So it's been really helpful for prep, but I also like that now that I'm tracking my food in both apps, I can see the accuracy. But like I said, once they have that update, which is supposed to be very soon, so hopefully the next few weeks I can see that. But yeah, so I'm gonna start meal prepping because I need to get this crap done, and I will kind of show you pieces of my meal prep. I feel like some people still really enjoy like meal prep videos and they don't know how to meal prep. So I just really want to showcase how easy it really is. Nutrition update. I've got the rice done, black beans, just like 1 can. Chicken was already pulled apart, and then right now I'm finishing off my, I almost said Chinese chicken, that made no sense. Hibachi fried rice, and I put some eggs in it and some soy sauce. And what I'll do is once I weigh this out, since I've already weighed out the eggs, I'll just make sure it's evenly dispersed in 4 meal prep containers, and then add the chicken, so I make sure that the chicken is evenly in all the bowls. And then I have water going for my pasta and tilapia in the pan. So making it super easy. So I'm about to have, what, 7 meal preps done, and then I just have the pasta one. So I'm gonna let this keep going and cooking, and then I'll be done. Morning guys, I've been up for a little bit. It's a new day, it's a new week, and I want to showcase the weight because let me get comfy again in bed. So I actually weighed this morning. This is terrible lighting. So I actually weighed this morning, and my new low weight as of 2 days ago was 126.8, which is great. It was lower than the week before. And then last night I went to a wedding with one of my husband's co-workers that was getting married. And that, like yesterday I slept until almost noon, and so in my macros I still hit it, but they had food catered and I made sure I was being smart with portioned meals or portioned selections. So I know that I hit my macros and I didn't go over, but because of me sleeping in till noon, I also didn't work out yesterday. It was a rest day. I didn't drink probably near as much water as I should have, and then I'm also eating other foods that my body typically doesn't consume. So there's probably a lot of sodium too, which I know because it was so delicious, and I normally don't put a lot of added sugar, or sorry, not sugar, salt in my food. So this morning I weighed myself and I was 128. So from 3 or 4 days of being 126.8 to then all of a sudden 128, I knew that that wasn't from fat gain. It was obviously just out of routine. So I wanted to bring that up because if I were to solely focus on just my weight, I would be a basket case, and weight fluctuates for so many reasons, which is why I bring up those things. And you can't always get mad or think that that's the only form of result. And so I'm about to do my progress photos for this week, and I did a poor job at doing YouTube last week. It just kind of, last week was not a great week. Like, it was a great week, like everything went well, but as far as just any extra activities and filming, I just really wasn't feeling it. and I didn't make it a priority, so I need to get better at that. But my goal is to still try and get a weekly video, and this next weekend is my birthday in Fredericksburg, so I'm definitely gonna bring my camera out there because I think it'll be a blast and it'll be fun. And even if I'm not filming everything, like I just want to be able to showcase some of the trip. So yeah, I think I did a really good job this week. The meal preps that I have in the previous clips were done in like 3 or 4 days. I think it was like 3 days because my husband was eating some of them too. He's been logging his food again, which I'm very proud about. But I have icon meals coming in the mail tomorrow, and I'm super pumped to have those meals that I'll also be bringing with me to Fredericksburg because I've been eating a little bit more than I should be. Even though I'm still dropping weight, I don't like not having that control of everything. And so like Saturday, since my friend Stacy was down with her husband Josh, we hung out with them all weekend. They stayed over. It was really fun, but we ate out and got Thai food Saturday, and so I tried finding the best option, which was just rice, chicken, veggies. I think it was like mostly like onions and green onions and stuff like that, and then it was in this like soy sauce concoction. And so I did really good with like cutting the rice in half. Even though my carbs were really high for the day, I ended up at the end of the day being low in my carbs, like I didn't eat enough. But I at least was being mindful eating out and making the best options and eating as much chicken as I could to get my protein intake in. And even when I got home, I still had a protein shake because I was still shy of about 30 grams. So I had First Form Level 1 protein shake. And other than that, I don't have any other updates. I will be filming another video for this week, and then that's also including my birthday stuff, and then I'll post that next week. So stay tuned. I'm going to cap this video off. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I'm providing some value, or mostly just enjoy making these videos. It's really fun. But if you ever have any suggestions of anything you would like to see in a video, don't hesitate to reach out. I have really good reviews and comments and conversation through my OptiGreens video and some of my product reviews, but I don't want to just provide value for products. I want to provide value for everything else that's going to help you in your life as well. So if you like this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Love you guys.